On January 9, 2023, at approximately 2:00 p.m., Idaho State Police Captain J. Kempfenai, ISP Sergeant J. Stennett, conducted an interview with Babawai, DOB 1991, at the Inn Pullman, Washington. The interview was in reference to BK. 2. Redacted name was a graduate student and at working in the I program. She was a fellow colleague of Kohberger and hadn't to his. She was also working on a project with Kohberger in a limited capacity. The project was a part of the Division of Governmental Studies, and she had limited interactions with Kohberger while working with the DGSS. One interaction was on a Zoom call. The other was a follow-up question concerning the project. 4. She first met Kohberger August in her office. 2 other graduate students were present. He told her he was from Pennsylvania, and he enjoyed hiking. They also spoke about his field of study, offender decision-making. He was particularly interested in how emotion played a role in how offenders make decisions. Throughout the semester, she would routinely discuss criminal justice topics with Kohberger.
6. They discussed the use of alcohol and the effects of drugs on society. I told her I was not a drinker and did not understand why people drank.
She said Kohberger really liked to discuss research, and he liked to dominate the conversations. She described him standing in the doorway and hovering. She never felt uncomfortable around him. He had a macho demeanor about him and would appear to be puffed up. Only thing she felt was off about Kohberger was his intense stare. He would intensely stare at people even when he wasn't having a conversation with that person. 8. She described having a conversation with him in her office she tried to end, and he would not stop talking. Told him she was leaving because she wanted to avoid getting a parking violation. 9. She did not have any relationship with him outside of school. 10. She could not recall seeing him much after the homicides. 11. She was aware of an issue he had with a named redacted.
Admitting to
He
brutally
was
killing
perceived by
4
female
University of
classmates
Idaho
as dominant
students,
and disrespectful
Bryan
to female
Christopher is set
instructors.
to learn his fate.
At one point had come into her office crying because of a classroom
The
discussion
2.5-year
Kohberger was
saga
having with her.
ends with families.
His behavior could be described as possibly sexist. He really did not like to be interrupted. 12. She could not relate any instances where empathy would have been used during their conversations. She did say he seemed very uptight and serious. He wanted to come off as intelligent. 13. Her understanding was Kohberger wanted to continue in academia and possibly become a professor. 14. She did recall one other staff pulled her aside and made her aware of a possible issue with him stalking another member of the staff. An incident took place where he asked out the other staff member and had followed that individual outside to her car. A report was filled with the Office of Civil Rights. The redacted he asked out was redacted. 15. She was shocked the homicides happened. In her hindsight, the homicides may have taken place because he had been rejected by someone. She had no knowledge of Kohberger talking about the homicides. Come Back Part 4. Idaho State Police WSU interviews. BK picking fights, cell phones left at home after homicides, and so much.